Good afternoon, this is Midlife Gaming with another Falcon 4 BMS tutorial, and this time I'm going to walk you through the quick and easy ramp start of an F-16. So as you can see here, I've got just a standard mission set up. I'm going to go into my data card, just make sure that my frequencies are set to the tower. Tower there, set tower, just as well I did that. Save that. Okay, so what I'm going to walk you through is a very quick way to do a ramp start. I know a lot of people, including me up till not that long ago, used to get a bit apprehensive about doing a ramp start because you're like, oh, maybe what if I get it wrong, if there's other people waiting on me, or it will look silly, maybe you're new to the game. Well, I'm going to show you how dead easy it is to get from a dead ship to basically getting into the air. So we'll start obviously with takeoff, and then we'll go to ramp, and after a few seconds it should load up. Okay, so here we are in a totally dead aircraft. Nothing going on at all here. So I'm going to run through very easily how to do the ramp start. I'm not going to go into too much detail about exactly what everything is. You can read the book to do that, or maybe do a later video on that, but at the moment I'm going to teach you how to get into the air. So first thing we want to do, down here, main power. That basically gives main power to the aircraft. Then master norm up, turn your lights on. You want to come down to the right here, and if you don't have track hat, you can do this on the POV on your joystick, but if I look left, I'll see it says air source. I want to click that once to norm. If you can't actually see it, just hover over here and click once, and that will take you to norm. By the way, I am using track hat, which is absolutely amazing, and if you come to veterans-gaming.com and give me a shout, you will get 10% off anything at trackhat.org. Now, it's not affiliated with me or anyone, so I don't make any money out of this. I'm just doing it to try and get new players to fly with Falcon BMS on Veterans Gaming, so totally unaffiliated, and the one that I'm wearing right now I bought by myself with my own money. Okay, so let's continue. We've put the main power on, master switch, lights are on, engine feed to normal. We're going to come to our comms. Oops, didn't mean to do that. Comms, go both on there, so that's 2 clicks to put that to both. These are our volume switches for our UHF and VHF. Turn them up a bit, turn that up as well, and then what we're going to do is we are going to start this baby up. So make sure your throttle is at 0. Come over here, click around here where it goes green. That closes the canopy because it will get awful noisy. So here we go, this is where we do it. Right click on there to start to. That will start your engines, and it will start giving power to everything. So what we're waiting for is this RPM to come up to 20%. When it does reach 20%, we're going to go about 50 plus on the throttle, hit Alt-I, and you're done. That'll start. So whilst that's just revving up a little bit, I'm going to come over here, and this is your navigation system here, your INS. So we just want to switch that to norm, because that can take a little while just to spool up, and it's easy just to forget about it. It won't actually start doing anything until your engines are started, but it's easy to forget, and that actually takes the longest time. So you can see there we are now at 20%. So my throttle is going up, and what I'm going to do now is I'm going to hit Alt and I, and we should hopefully see this start to increase. Okay, this does happen sometimes, so I'm actually glad it did happen. So what I'm going to do, throttle back down to 0, push it a little bit more forward, again Alt I, oh there we go. Okay, it started. So after about 4 or 5 seconds, bring your throttle back down to 0, and we'll basically just let the RPM increase, and then you'll know when that's worked, because your aircraft will basically start up. So while we're here, let's come and turn on our brightness for inside the aircraft. Like I say, we've already put that to nav, so let's come back here and turn on. You can see here all our controls, GPS, so it's basically our avionics power. And then what we're going to do is turn on all our sensors. So FCR, radio altitude on standby. The reason it goes radio altitude standby, because radio altitude, it's obviously, it fires a radar signal below the aircraft, which is obviously radiation, and that's going to hit the ground and pretty much come up, and it's not going to be very good if you're planning a family or for anyone standing around you. So, okay, so we can see this is now spinning up. I'm going to come over to the left here. I'm going to put my HUD up. The brightness on my HUD, you can see that's for the INS. It says it's aligning. You come down here, you can see the bit test is taking 143 seconds. So that'll be done well before your INS is aligned. So we'll just go ahead and continue. So we're going to come to the right HUD. We're going to hit HSD, DTE, and we're going to hit load. This will load your data cartridge. So when I do this, we'll start hearing people talk at the tower on the radio. So there we go, load that. Okay, and then we're going to come back to here. We're going to hit test. What we're going to do now is you can see all these faults down here. Avionics, seat not armed, and IFF. Seat arming, you can get rid of that. Hook that down, that's your seat armed. And then we're going to clear all faults. Okay, then we're going to come over here, fault acknowledge. And then our auxiliary comms, we're going to turn everything to UFC,
Cowboy,
which is
1-1. What is your problem? You are disrupting traffic.
You can hear now the tower, but I'm just going to turn everything down just for the moment because I don't really want to hear them. Right, now I'm going to come over, put the parking brake on. And then we're going to turn on our ECM. Well, we're not going to turn it on, we're just going to get it operationally ready. Okay, so now we are going to set our TWAS. Just come down here, click power, that's all you have to do there. And then what we're going to do now is put on our RWR. We're going to hit, well, it's on already, but we're just going to test it. System test. Quite loud, and then we're going to test the launch function. Sometimes it does take a few clicks to get it. There we go. Happy with that, and we're going to hand off here, so that's working, so that's fine. Right, so now we're going to come back down here. We are going to turn all of these to the on position, and then turn that, which is your chaff flare, to manual. Not all of these buttons actually implement, but you know what? It's easier just to go and turn them all on. Right. And like I say, that was for our, you can have your flare standby, manual, semi, and automatic. And then if I go there, see you've got BYP mode as well. So, do you know what? That's more or less it. All we really have to do is put on our radar, or our FCR, hit standby, CRM. If this comes up, it says check for control page, just hit control. And then control again, and that's gone. So that's all you need to do there. So all we're waiting for now is for this to say to flash align, and this to flash as ready. And that's it. It is as easy as that. If you write yourself a little cheat sheet, you can run through all this in literally like 2 minutes. So it's not an issue at all. It's very, very easy. But one thing I actually did forget to do was put on my helmet mounted queuing system. That gives me this here. So, like I say, this does take a little bit just to spool up. This is your inertial navigation system. So there's like 3 gyros which need to spin up, because back in these days, GPS wasn't really around then. So they used gyros to measure your distance moved, your altitude, and also your roll. So, okay, that's flashing ready now. So I'm going to come over here and I'm going to switch that to navigation, which turns it to navigation. There we go. We can see that if I just go to HSD, you can see that our data card has loaded. Obviously you can hear the tower calling me, so let's just turn them back up. I will show you that everything is working perfectly. I'm going to request the chocks to be removed. I'm going to request taxi.
Cowboy 1-1, ready for departure.
Break off. And
Cowboy 1-1, Osan Tower, expedite departure.
that is basically it.
Cowboy 1-1, is there a problem?
Nose wheel steering on. Let's get out of here. I'll go off the takeoff procedure in the next video, but for now that is everything. I hope this was informative. I hope you learned something. I hope you can see how easy it is to actually do. So there's no need to be worried anymore when you're getting into a flight and everyone wants to do a ramp start and you are not sure what to do. Yeah, just make some notes, do it in the procedure that I did it in, and that will get you up in the air flying and nobody will know that you're new to the game. So thank you very much. Like I say, if you visit the veterans server, veterans-gaming.com, come and jump onto the Falcon server. A lot of very, very good people here. And also on the website, if you register, you will see you will get 10% off this bad boy here. And if you don't know what track hat is, you basically attach it to headphones or your head and you just look around using your head.
Cowboy 1-1, what is your problem?
it's
You are
pretty
disrupting
good. So,
traffic.
just turn her back down again. So that's it. Thank you very much for watching. This has been Midlife Gaming. Please keep an eye out for my upcoming videos, and as I said, please check out the Veterans-Gaming website. Thank you very much.